They want to make a logo for maybe a fashion designer. They'll ask you to put a machine inside. They'll ask you to put scissors, put needle, put everything. So you know that no, especially in Keshi fashion designing firm. Okay? Hope everybody's in Keshi here. They like to add everything. Don't worry, by the time we get to the end, you will know that those things are not necessary. They are not necessary. Okay? They are not necessary. A logo should be what? Simple. A logo should be what? Simple. When it's simple, it will likely be what? Flexible and adaptable. Okay? Why should a logo be simple? Why should it be simple? Because now most persons, they like complex logo. How many of you have seen the new logo thread? You saw the logo, right? The new app. How was it? Okay? It was simple to a fault, as in so simple. So simple. Okay? That art symbol, right? So it was so simple, so simple, so simple. So it's better for your logo to be simple. So for instance, if you want to be a brand identity designer, then you have to consider making your logo simple. Try your best, convince your clients. I know Nigerian clients, they are different. African clients, a logo for maybe a fashion designer, they'll ask you to put a machine inside. They'll ask you to put scissors, put needle, put everything. So you know that no, don't worry, by the time we get to the end, you know that those things are not necessary. They are not necessary. Okay? They are not necessary. They are not necessary. So the logo has to be simple. How many of us have seen Apple logo? You've seen it everywhere, right? It's very simple. It will work anywhere. There are some logos that you can't put on a product. There's what we call when you want to embroider your logo on a surface. Just like you have those logos on your phone. They were embroidered. Look at your phone. If you have your phone there with you. Look at your iPhone. Some logos cannot work that way. It can't work. It won't work. Because when you do that, it will lose some major components. Are you getting me?
Yeah.
Is the class boring? Is it boring? Because the person wants to sleep. Some person wants to sleep. Okay? So it should be very what? Very simple. Very simple. So even with these points, you can be able to look at a logo and say, no, this logo is not good. This is not a good logo. This is a bad logo. Okay? It should be simple. Very simple. And all these characteristics, they link up with one another. Okay? So it being simple can make it adaptable. I was talking about something just now. I want to show you. Can you take away your pouch? Take away your pouch. Let me show you. There are some products you want to, especially for electronic products, you want to embroider your logo on it, just like this. Why they call it embroidery? Because this is not just a print. It's not just a print. Okay, you can feel it. Do you get? You can feel it. So most times you can't do this when the logo is not simple. So you should think about if you want to do this when the logo is not simple, some key components will be lost. Some key components will be what? Lost. So because this is simple, that's why it was able to work. And our hamplus logo too, it will work. It will work anywhere. It's going to work anywhere. Even if tomorrow we want to build a laptop, it will work. So most times people don't think far. They don't think of where their brand can be tomorrow. They just want it to be done. So imagine having a tailoring machine. You have your needle, you have your scissors, everything. You want to put it here. It looks like you will run. You will run from that logo. And it's a logo that looks like shrine. You've not seen that kind of logo before. It looks like an idol. Have you seen that kind of logo before? You will run. So there are logos like that. So you should not make your logo like that. It should be simple, okay? Then lastly, your logo should be what? Memorable. Your logo should be what? Memorable. So what do we mean by being memorable? People should be able to remember your logo, even after the first glance. You see why it should be simple? Like I said, they are all interrelated. At the first glance, they should be able to what? To remember it. At least maybe 2 or 3 glances to be fair. So, but at the first glance, You should be able to remember it. How many of you are already used to hamplus logo? Even at first, second time, you should be already used to that because it's very simple. It's very simple. So seeing it like that is unique. Okay? It's unique and it's very simple. So people are making their logo very simple so that people can remember it. You've seen the trade logo. You've seen which logo? Which Twitter logo, right? Okay? Those are very simple. I think one brand, they changed their logo recently. It became very, very simple. MTN. Yes, MTN. Thank you, MTN. Have you seen the new MTN logo? Have you seen it? Oh, yeah, look for it now. Check it. Check for it. Yes, that's black one. You've seen the MTN logo. Check it. Check the difference between the two logo. Check the difference. So you see, things are becoming simpler. But some persons, some Africans want it to be more complex. Some Africans, some Nigerians. Especially in Keshi fashion designing. Okay? Hope nobody's in Keshi here. They like to add everything. Or Sonia's bakery. Or Sonia's cakes and pastries. They will not add the cake. Please add the cake. Hope you are not like that. Hope you are not like that. You not say Sonia's cake. You not say add a cake for me. Add a flour inside. Add a frying pan inside. Add a chef hat. Add everything. Okay? So it should not be like that. Have you seen the new MTN logo? It's super simple. Just black. That's it. Simple. So most times when we do simple logos, maybe after this one I will show you some of my work. Hamplus is one of my work. So when you see simple logos, sometimes you think that the person is lazy. Simple logos, they are even more critical to do. They are more critical. Okay? They are more critical. They are more what? More critical. More critical. So, you've seen the MTN logo, right? So things are becoming simpler by the day. So that logo, you can easily remember it. Just because MTN, they built their mark already. So whatever they do, it's already there. Okay? But for a new brand that is just starting up, at least somebody should be able to just have a glance of the logo and later remember, okay, this brand, that will even drive sales. Okay? I remember this brand. I saw this somewhere. I think it's these people. So it makes people easily remember your brand. And in other terms, making something memorable, that's where you see some logos being interesting. Some interesting logos. You mentioned something just now. Okay, you want to mention something. That it had an art symbol, like the new thread logo. You've seen the new thread logo, right? I'm not saying it's perfect. I mean, I have some personal things about that logo, but at least to a point, or mainly, I think it's not that bad. But you have an heart symbol, right? You have it right in the logo, and they also try to use like maybe a thread. It's still a thread, right? So adding fun things like that to your logo, it makes it what? Memorable. Have you tried looking at a design before? Then you just you found something interesting about a design or a logo. Then when you just see that, you just smile. Has it happened to you before? Has it happened to you before? It doesn't happen to you. Okay, there are some logos that are like that. Have you seen the FedEx logo? Okay, bring it out. FedEx logo. So there's some FedEx. So there are some logos that have some interesting things. Someone should bring it out. I'm waiting for you. FedEx, yes. Yes, FedEx. So there are some logos that have some interesting things. So just imagine you are working for, let me say, your client. Then you make your logo very interesting. Then one of your customers just sees that and say, wow, this is interesting. Just smiles and say, wow, this is interesting. So that moment you just trigger that on the client. The client will not forget that logo again. Do you know? Just that few seconds, you will not forget. So you've made your logo memorable. Okay? You've made it memorable. Have you seen it? So I can show you something. Yes. Do you know there's an arrow in that logo? Yes. Arrow pointing forward. You've seen it, right? Yes. And I think they do logistics, right? I think they're into logistics. So Amazon has the same thing, right? From A to Z. Have you seen it? You've seen Amazon logo pointing from the A to Z, meaning that they have everything you need from A to what? To Z. Anything you can mention. If you had your phone, you're looking at it, you're not taking theory. Okay? So immediately you see that so he was able to remember that, right? So it makes your logo memorable. So your customers are able to relate with you better.